you are now 34 years that Holy Moses exists. How do you explain that longevity?
I mean, I always did what my heart says to me, and so Holy Moses is a part of my life since I'm 17, and I think we are for 33 years in the scene because all the fans really supported us all over the years. There were bad times for Holy Moses and really good times, but the fans really followed us, and I think Holy Moses is a band which is really near to the fans, and the fans really can feel that we love what we are doing. One important fact for Holy Moses to exist 33 years is that we do a lot of other jobs also, so we do not have to be commercial or we have to play too much that we are doing it as a normal job. We love the music, yes, and it's the best hobby we can have. And I think this is the reason why we are existing now for 33 years.
Good. And why you have stopped the band between 94 and 2000?
It was not really a total stop. I mean, I was working on songs and on lyrics for Holy Moses, but there were changes in Holy Moses because I was also married with Andy Claassen, the guitar player and the main songwriter of the band, and we were going separated in our private things. He is still a really good friend. He's like a brother for me. But so I had to find everything new. I mean, Holy Moses was always with Andy and me together. And so I needed time to go over this hard situation. And so, I mean, in that time, I was more than 14 years with Andy. I mean, we were 14 years old when we came together. Exactly. And so it was a really hard time to find back. And so I decided to do Temple of the Absurd. But I was still in my heart Sabina from Holy Moses, and I was knowing that I will start again when everything is fine for me. And so in 2000, I said, now it's time. And I also asked Andy, I was knowing that he will not come back as a live musician into the band, but I asked him to make new songs for me so that I can find new members for the band.
I think it's very difficult to have always the same members because if I take a look at the career of Holy Moses, you have a lot of members. The members always change. The lineup always changes.
Yes, that is true. I mean, it's also hard if you can't live all the time from the music, or you don't want to live only from music. And you have to see, we were really young when we started up, and so band members changed it because they started up to have other kind of jobs or wanted to go into bigger bands to earn more money with the music. Some of the members stopped making music because they were not, for them, it's successful enough. And also, I mean, over the years, I had sometimes the really problem that I thought this could be a really good new member for the band. But some of the musicians really tried to come into Holy Moses to get a name over the name of Holy Moses for themselves. And they were not really feeling Holy Moses, and they only took Holy Moses as a step for their next part of their lives. And this was sometimes really hard for me because I'm somebody who really believes in human beings, and I was oftentimes really shocked when I was feeling that the people only tried to get a name with Holy Moses and they wanted to change the music of Holy Moses. And this is when you can't live really from the music, only from that. And this was something what I never wanted, because I said, I don't want to be too commercial or whatever with the band. So I'm somebody who likes to be really free and doing several things.
Great. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing for us because we like metal, so that's a good thing.
This is my heart. Don't be so... and, it should be my heart. And if you see it only as a job, then you have to play really every weekend and too many shows, and then it's going to be normal. And this is not good. This is what I don't want it to do.
And what do you think about the actual lineup of Holy Moses?
Yeah, the actual lineup, I really believe in, because, I mean, every time things can change. I know that all over the years, but this time I have a really good feeling. I mean, the guys are now for more than 3 years in the band. Thomas already since
Yes.
2008, and when we started up to do the 30 years anniversary album, they also
Right.
decided with me together which songs they wanted to play and where they see Holy Moses. And then I saw the first songs Pete and Thomas wrote for Holy Moses, and I was really feeling, hey, they know about the status of Holy Moses. They know they will not be a rock star with Holy Moses. So they really love the band, and they really want to play because it is Holy Moses. And yes, and with the songs, I could really hear that they into it, what we are doing as Holy Moses. And so I think it's good because they are fresh, they are young, they are nearly 20 years younger than me, but I see they feel the music what we are doing here. And I mean, Pete is online. Maybe Pete can also say something about the lineup and about being a part of the Holy Moses gang.
Okay. Well, yes. What can I say? It's great being in that band. It's a great atmosphere, a great chemistry we have. And I know Thomas now for maybe half my life or so. I knew since I was 16, and we were doing music together in other bands back then. And so it's easy to work with him. We are a good team. And also the drummer Garrett, he's just a really cool guy and an amazing drummer. And he also plays guitar. He wrote 2 songs for the band. He's also a really good guitar player. And this all makes it very easy to work together, to pull at the same string, so that we can make good music and have fun doing it. Yeah.
Great. Let's talk about you. Do you think that you have influences metal women, for example, like Angela Gosso or other singers or female singers?
Yeah, of course, I'm the influence of all of them. I mean, I was the first rolling female vocalist, and I mean, this is something what is really great for me. I mean, I started something up new, and to be the influence, I mean, they all do now their own kind of style, but I think, yes, it's what a lot of girls also said to me, that I was the influence because they saw, okay, girls can do that also, and they could free their souls with the scrolling stuff, and yeah, it's great to be this influence.
Great. Let's talk about the new album. Why it lasted 6 years between Agony of Death and Redefined Mayhem?
I mean, this is easy to explain. I mean, after the Agony of Death album, Thomas came into the band, and we started up to reorganize everything. And on this way, we had to cut also some band members. We were doing then the 30 years anniversary album to finish the first 30 years of Holy Moses, to start really a new chapter. And Pete came as a solo guitar player during the recordings of the 30 years anniversary to the band. And when we decided, with everybody in the band, that we want to work as a band in this situation together, we started up to write songs. And so we could see that Gerd, Pete, and Thomas were really behind the band, writing the songs, and the other guitar player was not making so many songs. And so we could really, yes, we were working to be a unit together, to having a good feeling. And we took the time, I mean, last year and the year before, so 2012, to write the songs, and in 2013 starting up to record. And we took the time to find really together as a band to work really on the great songs.
Was it a collective writing process?
Yes, I mean, we are not living all together, Pete is living in Berlin, Thomas and Gert in Frankfurt, and but we worked on Skype together. The guys also wrote songs at home and were sending the files to each other over Skype. And Pete drove like amazing oftentimes from Berlin to Frankfurt to the studio from Thomas to record songs. In the time between, Thomas and Pete came to me to Hamburg to present the songs, and we started up to create the first vocal styles on it. So it was really a work together of all of us. But each other also, each member worked on its own on songs, but presented it to everybody. So it was really like everybody was sending all the files around. It was like, I think, if the internet stopped sometimes, it was Holy Moses, because we were sending so much through the internet.
It's a new way of writing songs now. We can exchange everything by internet.
Yes,
so it's a good thing.
Perfect. And also, I mean, I'm rehearsing with Pete the songs on Skype, and it's really amazing. I mean, last weekend we were meeting each other in Frankfurt to rehearse with the whole band before the weekend. So in 2 weeks we will meet all again in Frankfurt. So it's always a lot of work for us all to meet on one point in Frankfurt, but it's great. So Peter and me, we are sitting, we like to sit in the train to meet the others. So sometimes it would be good that they would come to Berlin or to Hamburg to us, but they are 3 in Frankfurt, so only Simone, the new guitar player for life, is in Frankfurt. So there are 3 in Frankfurt and 2 somewhere in Germany. So yes, Peter and me, we have always do the travel.
Great. What are the meaning of the title of the new album, Redefined Mayhem? What does it mean?
I mean, I talk too much. I give now the phone to Pete.
Okay, so Redefined Mayhem, it's a bit of a metaphor what also happened to the band and what we feel the band the stage is at. After the 30 years, we felt that it's like there was a chapter like closed, and all the old songs were re-recorded, so we could say, okay, that was that. What now? So let's do something new, and since it's metal and there's also some chaos in the songs, and when we play live, a good kind of chaos, not like the unorganized, but some organized chaos in there. So we thought, this is what we are. The band is redefined, and it's still there's like chaos and mayhem going on. So that's the title.
Okay, let's talk about the songs of the new album. I don't know who want to answer. But I have selected 3 songs that I like a lot. The first one is Undead the Dogs. Can you tell me more about that song?
Okay, I will do since I wrote that song. I like it. Thank you. So Undead Dogs. I mean, from the lyrics point, it's a metaphor for the inner demons. That you have to conquer, that you have to fight with, that you fight with every day to, get out of bed, and so that would be a really small form, but it's things from the daily life. It's just, put it in metal context. It's just made a bit more cool sounding. So. What else?
Okay.
Say about?
Okay. I have another song. It's called "Wet the Knife." When I listen to that song, it sounds like Megadeth song. Is that one of your favorite band, Megadeth?
Oh, Megadeth are cool. I mean, especially the Rust in Peace is still a good album. And the song itself, the music is written by Gareth, the drummer, so I can't tell you too much about what he thought there, but the lyrics, that was, it's about cannibalism actually, and as a metaphor that somebody somebody wants to eat another person to kind of get its life source, to get its power, and somebody who admires somebody else so much that he wants to eat this person. It was the knife.
Okay, what are your influences, your musical influences as a guitarist?
Guitar player. Well, I mean, I grew up listening to Slayer and Judas Priest and Pantera, Metallica. That was like my early years. And then when I was getting a bit older as a teenager, I was more into death metal, and so the band Death was a big influence for me. Chuck Schuldiner as a guitar player, definitely. And later I started to listen to more of that guitar player stuff, and also into jazz. I studied electric guitar, so I studied jazz and classical guitar. So there's a lot of influences from that in there. And there's some guitar players like Sean Lane, for example, who are a bit more in the fusion realm, but they really influenced me. Or John McLaughlin, there's some in that realm. I try to stay open to different styles, and actually I like to have lessons with saxophone players to just get a different approach to playing.
Absolutely. Okay, I have another song that I would like to talk about, because it's a really good song and it's called Triggered. Can you tell me more also about that song?
Yes, the song, the music is written mostly by Thomas, and he did a great job there. And from the lyrics, Triggered, it's kind of that a bad memory that somebody had. There's a certain situation, and the person, is like really like shot back into that moment by a certain trigger. And is like really vividly remembering this, and is just overwhelmed by maybe some trauma that happened. That was the idea of the song, the picture that we wanted to draw. That somebody is totally overwhelmed by this massive feelings, negative feelings of some traumatic event, and that he is just not knowing what is real now and what is the memory. So that was that.
Okay, thank you. Let me know about your plans of touring. Do you have some gigs planned this year? I don't know, in Germany or in France, perhaps.
We are working on shows right now. I mean, we have to show now everybody of the booking agents that Holy Moses is really back with full power and a full lineup with really great musicians. And we really want to come back to France. I mean, I remember really great shows in Bordeaux and Paris with Holy Moses. So I know the French fans really like Holy Moses, and it's really time to come back. I think the last shows was in 2008 with Holy Moses in France. And we really would like to play, I think the Hellfest is in France.
Yes.
But right now we are not in contact with these guys, or they were not really thinking about to have Holy Moses on the lineup. But I think with this new great album and with all the promotion we are getting from the fans and like magazines like you, I hope really that the guys from Hellfest and other booking agents like to have Holy Moses on the bill, and so they should, write us an email to booking@holymoses.de, and yes, we will come to France.
Absolutely. Do you have plans to touring in Germany, for example? Actually, do you have some gigs planned?
Yes, so we played last weekend a headliner show on a festival, and so the next one will be in 2 months at the Chronicle Moshers. And so yes, there are coming more and more show offers for us right now. We have the Female Voice Festival Belgium. We have the Eindhoven Metal Meetings in Eindhoven in Holland. And so it's right now. We have, like today, there came offers for Spain. Yes, so everybody is welcome to send us offers. And we will do our best to come fast as possible to France.
Okay, we hope so. We hope so. Thank you for this interview. And hope to see you soon.
Yes, thank you very much for helping us. Yes, thank you. Hello, this is Sabina from Holy Moses, and you are listening to United Rock Nation. See you.